消失，弩车出击。
You have slain an enemy. You have slain an enemy.
集合。
Killing spree. Fabulous. Your team has destroyed a turret. Godlike.
欢迎来到王者荣耀，
享受比赛。
敌军还有5秒到达战场，请做好准备。全军出击！
草里有人，小心！
忘掉你自己，然后在全新的世界里找回它。
The blade is sharp, the sky turns red. The echoes sing of what lies ahead. Thunder flows through veins of steel.
收到，收到。
You will not fall.
相信奇迹是创造奇迹的第一步。
Fearless warrior, hear the call.
开始撤退。收到。开始撤退。
I breathe flames, my shadow flies through storms of night. My spirit cries.
冰雪冻不住一颗燃烧的心。
The ground will quake
发起进攻。
beneath my might, unyielding
First
power.
blood.
在
I will ignite.
收到。开始撤退。
Break the chains, you will not fall.
收到。
极限永远比我慢一步。
Charging forward, I scar the earth.
跟着我。
Each step speaks
收到。
of my rebirth. Arashi no naka, tachimukau. No retreat, I am the truth.
请求集合。
好的身后。
Break the chains, you will not fall.
Slain an enemy. You have been slain.
Fearless warrior, hear the call.
忘掉你自己，然后在全新的世界里找回它。
收到。
相信奇迹是创造奇迹的第一步。
Shadows may chase, but they can't consume. I am the light that bursts through the gloom. Can't break my will, it's higher than flame. 내 마음속 빛이 나를
开始撤退。
Through every trial, I rise the same. 멈추지
An
않아.
enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
主宰暴君降临，防御塔部队消失，
Mountains may
弩车出击。
Oceans may
You have slain an enemy.
I write my story, I turn the page. Through winds so wild I've never been. This is just the start, not the end.
冰雪冻不住一颗燃烧的心。
모든 꿈이 살아. 나의 길은 계속 빛나.
我慢一步。
내 안에 용기야
巅峰之后仍是巅峰。
An enemy has been slain.
Relentless in motion stronger each day 내가 걷는 길은
An ally has been slain.
They can't hold me down, no, not this way. Burning bright, my spirit will stay.
开始撤退，
忘掉你自己，然后在全新的世界里找回它。呀！
Fell to the bottom, lost my fight. Stumbling shadows, no end in sight.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Just drowning
跟着我。
in despair. E non fondo chi
过去的我已被我抛在身后。
进攻敌方防御塔，
Redemption's fire through my soul will ignite like stars to regain control. So lose our maze for desert here. From the ashes I will rise, you'll see.
相信奇迹是创造奇迹的第一步。
进攻敌方防御塔，
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
666。
You have slain an enemy.
Broken pieces every step I take. Building the future out of my mistakes.
优先推塔，
忘掉你自己，然后在全新的世界里找
Your
回它。
team has destroyed a turret.
Strength reborn, no longer undone. Redemption's fire
开始撤退，
through my soul will ignite like stars to regain
过去的我
control.
已被我抛在身后。
开始撤退，
From the ashes I will rise, you'll see.
巅峰之后仍是巅峰。
Rampage.
Bing
开始撤退，
冻不住一颗燃烧的心。
Racing in the pulse of the sound, tearing the chains where hope was drowned. Renasci para brilhar inside, feel the power
集合，进攻暴君。
Redemption's fire burns through my soul, will ignite like stars to regain
忘掉你自己，然后在全新的世界里找回它。
From the ashes I will rise, you'll see.
小心草丛，
长话，炮车出击，极限落差。
Shackled by the
Your team
weight
has
of a
destroyed a
cruel
turret.
I won't surrender to the clock's decline. 가지가 섞여 보여 토끼 웃고 Draw my sword where shadows lie on
极
fair.
限永远比我慢一步。
Destiny whispers, but I won't comply. I'll carve a path through the unyielding sky. Hikariwa yamini,
收到。
you stand bold. No regretting what we saw.
Your team has destroyed
巅
a
峰之后
turret.
仍是巅峰。
Rise above the storm and shatter the night. 모내를 kokoro de mirai wo suku. With every breath, with all my might, protecting the light that pulls us through.
冰雪冻不住一颗燃烧的心。
请求集合。
Team has destroyed a turret. Godlike.
타타카이와 투즈쿠요야 같아. Courage blooms when don't faces regret. I hear the stars calling my name. A hero's will ignites the flame. Through chaos and far I stake my
开始撤退
claim.，
开始撤退。
Team has
Unyielding
destroyed a
spirit
turret.
that can't be tamed.
相信前进是创造奇迹的第一步。
One step forward, never look away. Rise above the storm and shatter the
enemy has been
night.
slain.
모해로 kokoro de
An
mirai wo
ally
suku.
has been slain.
With every breath, with all my might, protecting the light that pulls us through.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Legendary.
我的老天爷！
The storm was loud, but I won't.
我的老天爷！
You strike a lightning, I'll transcend. 風に叫ぶ魂よ。光は今僕を導く。